We're going to be doing one final Easter egg hunt in Bikini Bottom. So all of that's going to be wrapped up into this one video. So let's go ahead and see what this bus will do. Let's go ahead and get this thing right out of the box here. And it looks like it's got those little plastic pieces that unscrew off. Should just pop off here. And here is our bus. Let's see, this door opens up. You can put some characters inside of here. And it looks like you can actually kick them out using the bus driver. And if you're actually buying the play sets and the character sets, you're going to have several SpongeBobs. They do have different facial expressions. This is going to be one of the more happier SpongeBobs. We'll go ahead and just stick him right back here in the back next to our other three. And who should we get to help us with our bus? We're going to need a character to help show the bus. Let's see, who should we use? I'm a big Squidward fan, but I think today we're going to use Mr. Krabs. So let's go ahead and put him on top of the bus. And it looks like Plankton wants to help us with the video, but oh no, he stole Mr. Krabs' money. Well, it looks like that's the last time that Plankton is going to be messing with Mr. Krabs' money. Looks like Karen's going to help him back to the chum bucket. Alright, now that the bus is in bus, let's see, who is Mr. Krabs going to kick out the front door? Let's find out. Oh, there's Squidward going face first into the door. Now, let's see who is in the back of the bus. Can you guys tell before I open it? Let's see here. There's Patrick and his big head. And here is SpongeBob with his big nose that got stuck on the seat. Alright. So there we go, there is our... Now let's move on to the fun stuff, the Easter egg hunt. Now the question is, can you guys find the eggs in the video before SpongeBob does? There's going to be a total of 5 eggs here. See if you can find them all. And it looks like Jake and the Neverland Pirates is going to help us with this Easter egg hunt. Now keep in mind, some of the eggs can only be seen from certain angles, so you can only see them in possibly one of these scenes. So you have to look very carefully to find all 5. Alright, it looks like we're ready to find the eggs, and SpongeBob's checked both his house and Squidward's house and the Krusty Krab in the back, and they're not in there. Let's check this bus. They're not up there with Mr. Krabs. There's not one behind, and there's not one inside the door. What about behind the bus? Let's see what's back here. Now, if you had looked closely in the video, you would have seen the pink Play-Doh egg behind Patrick. Let's go ahead and see what's inside this egg, and I have a feeling we're going to get more toys than the last time. The first toy is going to be a Patrick on a go-kart. And next up we have, looks like SpongeBob and Patrick, and they're taking some Play-Doh with them. Clam or a seashell of some sort. Looks like they're going to be doing some water sports. And then what else we got in here? Now that's got to be Mr. Krabs. Look at that. We got another little miniature Mr. Krabs. And then finally, the last one is going to be Race Car Go-Kart SpongeBob. Let's see, is there anything going on with this pirate ship? Let's go ahead and move Mr. Hook out of the way. That was over here jellyfishing. We'll take a look back here. Of course, Patrick's gonna fall down. And in the back, did you guys see the Play-Doh egg that was hidden right here? And let's see what's inside this egg. I have a feeling we're gonna get a lot of toys out of this one too. Wow, this one looks pretty big. What is this? It's going to be Surfing SpongeBob. Alright, so that one's pretty cool. What else do we have in here? And it looks like we have Farmer SpongeBob, who's got a little pail of water in his hand. I have a feeling there's going to be some more in here. Oh wow, look at this. 2 right here. Alright, so there we go. Looks like we have SpongeBob getting ready to go for a swim. He's got his life vest on, and better get that Play-Doh off there. And let's see, what is the last one here? This one is a nerdy SpongeBob. He's got a little brown briefcase to match the Play-Doh. So there is our second Play-Doh egg. Alright, and this next egg, this one was difficult to find. In fact, you could only see it in a couple of the shots, and right now you can only see the very slight top of it. I'm going to give you a hint. It's at the top of the pirate ship. We have the Kinder Surprise egg, and these are always the most fun to open. Let's see what is inside of here. We have a little plastic egg. Let's go ahead and get this open. And wow, what is this? Now this looks like a whole bunch of paper. And what is that? We could use that for SpongeBob's hat. Look at this. It is the perfect size for his head. That is awesome. Now you can go water skiing in style. Let's see, what else do we have in here? And of course it pops off as I'm talking. We have some Go Move with a website on it, and no idea what that stuff is. That's just some jibber jabber, some little decorative paper, I guess, that you can flutter around in the air if you want. Okay, so there's that egg, and then the next egg. It's gonna be, actually you guys can probably see both of the eggs in this shot right here. There's gonna be one up here, right next to Squidward. This one is gonna be a Sweets and Surprises egg. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened. Already. Enough talk. That's what you guys are thinking. And inside of here we have some cool looking candy. And this is a pencil eraser, I believe. That's my guess. Looks like, you know, it doesn't actually say what it is, but I'm willing to bet that's what it is. Let's go ahead and open this up. Yeah, that's definitely it's either a pencil eraser or just a piece of rubber that you can fling onto the wall to aggravate your parents. And then the final egg, which I'm sure you got. If anybody found any of the eggs, I'm sure this is going to be the one. It was way back here in the back. It was in the doorway of the cave. It's going to be a Skylander's giant eggs. I'm big exciting to open. And unfortunately, I got some jelly beans, which is good because I'm hungry, so I might eat those right now as soon as I get done with this video. And we have some Skylander's Surprise. I guess that's some of the stuff that you can get in the other eggs. We got some stickers here, it looks like. And then finally a magnet that says Boom Shakalaka. That'll go well with NBA Jam. If you're an NBA Jam fan, you're gonna want this this little magnet. But there you go. That was our Easter egg adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know if the eggs were too easy to find or too hard to find. I'm kind of curious to know if you guys were only able to find a few. Be sure to like and subscribe. This is Disney Cars Toy Club, and thanks for stopping by. Now let's see who Mr. Krabs is going to kick off this bus today. Let's see. Who is going to come out of here? Who do you guys think it's going to be? Who should get kicked out of this bus? You know who I want to kick out of this bus? Let's see here. Squidward, and he doesn't want to come out. Nice. Take two. So let's see who is inside the bus. Can you guys tell who's inside the bus? Kick out of this door. Let's find out. Oh, take three. Squidward does not want to come out.
Today I'm going to show you how to make some superhero symbols using Play-Doh. All you need are a few cans of Play-Doh, a Play-Doh roller, a knife, and then a cookie cutter. I'm going to make Spider-Man first, so just roll out some red Play-Doh and then stamp out his face using the cookie cutter. Next you want to make the web imprint on his face, so start with a little circle in the middle, Play-Doh knife, and then just cut lines leading from the circle to the outside. You can make them straight or kind of curved a little bit. And then once you have those lines done, just go connect each line, forming a circle, and just go from the inside and work your way out, making the little lines to make a circle that looks like a web. For Spider-Man's eyes, we need a black outline, so just cut a diagonal into the Play-Doh and then connect it just with a little curve shape. And do the same thing for the other eye, so a little diagonal, and then cut a curved shape. Sorry, it's really hard to see with this black Play-Doh. Let's rip it out, then you can tell which shape I did. So you can see that angle cut. This will be the outline of his eyes. You can place these black outlines on his face, and then we'll make them white. For the inner part of his eyes, just roll out some white Play-Doh. We'll do the same thing. So draw a diagonal, pretty sharp diagonal, and then curved line to connect the diagonal. You need two of these, just rip it out of the Play-Doh. And we'll place these on Spider-Man's face. Ta-da! We are now done with Spider-Man. Now we can move on to making the bat symbol. I'm going to use my egg cookie cutter again to cut out some black Play-Doh, and this will be the outline. We'll need to make a yellow inside of the Batman symbol. So just roll out some yellow Play-Doh. Yellow will overlay the black. We need to cut it just a little bit smaller so that we can see the black outline. So just take your Play-Doh knife and cut a little bit from the outside. Now that the yellow is a little bit smaller, we can overlay it on top of the black outline. Now, of course, the hardest part is cutting out the bat. So what you want to do is just start on his head. And it's really hard to see, sorry, just because it's black. But you want to cut out the two ears, and then curve up to cut out the wing. There you go, you can see a little better now. Just cut out the wing, bring it way up, and then bring it way down. You want it to be curved. There we go, you can see a little better. Do the same thing on the other side. So cut up on a curve, and then cut the wing down. And then underneath the wing, you want to kind of go up and down, make a tiny little triangle at the bottom of his wing. And then you want to cut it off to make the tail. You want that to be pretty sharp. And on the other side, just do a little triangle, and then you're done. The last step is just putting your bat on your bat symbol. Just kind of press them down to get them to stick. And ta-da! Batman! The last Play-Doh superhero symbol I'm going to make today is Superman. We'll use a blue outline. Now we'll make the Superman symbol, which actually isn't too hard to make. You do a straight line, and then two angled lines going outwards. And from there you go back in. You meet in the middle. It's almost like a gem shape. And this red will be the outline of the Superman symbol. Now we need some yellow for the inside of the Superman symbol. I'm going to just trace out the yellow, so just lay the red shape that we just did and just cut around it. Now the yellow that we made, we want it to be a little smaller than the red, so once you're done cutting it out, we want to trim it down a little bit. The yellow that we just trimmed down and overlay it on top of the red. And lastly, we just need to make the S for Superman. What you have to do is take a little strip of red Play-Doh, start at the top, and then curve it to make the letter S. And here is our symbol for the Man of Steel. Once again, here's a look at the 3 superhero symbols that we made today out of Play-Doh. Let me know which superhero is your favorite. My favorite superhero is Superman. Bye.